Hi everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Crashmo. In the last part we did puzzles 121 through 130 and now we are doing the final 10 set of the main campaign of the game. The final 10 puzzle set of the game. These are hard, and as you can tell from the length of this video, yeah, I know this is going to take a while. We're back to murals and these don't joke around. All of these are difficult, every single one. They're horrible. There might be a point during one of these puzzles where I will curse them out, so I'm just going to give like a big cursing warning here, because I will probably yell a lot at them, because I don't much care for them. So in order to keep my sanity for this portion, I made sure to truncate these to the best possible version of the best possible run I could get for each one of these puzzles. So there really should be next to no fluff in this part in particular. It's just going to be about 22 minutes long, and there's not much you can do to stop that. And that's not, like I said, there's no credits for this bonus thing. You get kind of a congratulations, but not much more than that. Alrighty, so as you can see from the amount of time that it's taking me to just finish this first puzzle, yeah, this is going to take a bit. Make a small mistake there. I don't want... It's going to be hard for me to describe every moving aspect to these puzzles since a lot of them are super long. So I'm just going to provide some commentary to basically kill some dead air, so you don't have to hear the same song that you've been hearing for the majority of the game. Alright, so this is the dolphin portion now, and I need to make something clear about dolphins, the animal. The call-out post about dolphins. Dolphins are evil. I think a lot of people probably heard that a ton, so that's nothing new. But yeah, they're not the coolest. If you like dolphins, well, I mean, cool, I guess, but I just want you to know that you're a bad person. That's a joke, by the way. I feel I need to specify that it's a joke, because someone might try to misconstrue it as not being a joke. So I'm using this portion right now to explain that what I'm saying right now at this portion here, it's a joke. This is a joke. This is not in earnest. Anyway. Yeah, this puzzle takes a long time. It's another 3-layer puzzle and you gotta jump across. That's the most I'm gonna say about it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why they decided to have the dolphin jumping through like a little loop. Maybe that was just to make the puzzle a bit more bearable, but yeah. So with all that, once we get to the top here, we just need to make sure we move the flag over enough so we can get to it. And that's the end of that puzzle. That's simple. So you're going to see a cut here. Now these cuts aren't from me making mistakes. These are cuts of me literally going and trying to get the best possible run. So you're going to hear a music change here, and now we have the ghost. So I think a ghost is a good example of some of these later puzzles, and something I really, I think I've talked about this already, but I'm going to just reiterate it here, that I actually really enjoy how open-ended Crashmo is with a lot of its puzzle solving. This game really does try its hardest to make it all, make the game about just like the player's ability to sort of creatively establish solutions for this. So the solution I'm showing you here right now is a bit more simpler. It's a bit simpler than what I had initially used to solve this puzzle. Initially I used a sort of method where I would use the mouth as sort of a bridge to get up to the arrow portion of the scythe and get onto the top of it, get to the lower lip of the ghost's head and go from there. This is a different version where it's a little bit easier to get to this top portion, but yeah. So I kind of like questioned myself here for a second. I kind of forgot that I could jump one blocks over. So yeah, I have a 3-layer thing going here. I guess I can do more of a 4-layer. So once we get there, I try to show the whole image, and that's the puzzle. Alrighty, so for the next one, I am 100% convinced for this next puzzle that this was actually... wait, no, this is the monkey. Sorry, there's another puzzle after this. I apologize. The monkey, there's nothing wrong with the monkey. It's just a funny little monkey. You know, probably wants a banana is, you know, pounded its head into the side of a tree for some reason. Main thing is we don't want to let the monkey fall because we can't then we can't use the manhole covers, which is not good for us. So I do a spin here to denote my inner anguish as I scream. So once we have those blocks holding up the monkey at the bottom there, we want to move this over to the tail, and we're going to use that as our main path using the monkey's ear. So first you want to get up to the sort of second floor of the tree portion. We're going to set it up in a way to where we can use the ear to properly do this all. Yeah, to basically just get towards the top. And then we'll need to move over the body one more time so that we can get the face to move enough to get towards the next portion. From here, we're basically just going to move the tree over so we have access to the door. Once you have access to the door, you can go towards the top. We get to the manhole cover, and that's it for this portion. Alrighty. So here we're going to have our next cut, since I basically cut this into segments of 2 puzzles per. So, for this next portion, let's see, a cut here. There's going to be another cut because this took me forever. So, I am convinced, this isn't like confirmed or anything, and this is just, it's my speculation, that I'm convinced that this is probably called like Devil or something in other regions. I didn't look up this puzzle or anything on the blogspot, so I probably could just check that. I might put an edit here that will either tell me that I'm completely full of shit or am correct. But yeah, like, it's called Germ here, despite the fact that it has little pitchforks and like and like these little horns or whatever. But whatever. You know, we can't have Crashmo with that Christian iconography. You know, Crashmo might be technically a devil game for all we know. Ooh. Of course, once again, this is a joke. I don't feel the need to explain this that thoroughly, but I kind of feel like if I don't, someone will probably misconstrue it. I don't know. Alright, next portion of this, once we get that sort of 3 stack up there, which is really the hardest part of this puzzle, and yeah, we just pretty much kind of follow our path towards the end. Everything's more or less set up for us from here. You might have to do some adjustment of where the germ ends up lying, just so that you get your path a little bit more clearly depicted in the back there, but that's something that you can kind of adjust accordingly. Alright, so this Yeti sucks. I hate this Yeti. This Yeti is the worst in the game. I don't like it. I don't like it. There's actually one puzzle, I mean, actually the final puzzle's probably worse, but this one just kind of pisses me off, you know? Something about that Yeti. Maybe it's the hands. Maybe it's his fucking hands that definitely are like flicking you off, like Toad from the original Mario 1. That's the Mario Brothers. That's like the same. This is the same thing. I'm convinced of this now. I hated this puzzle, and I had some I swear I had some Crashmo related PTSD when I was doing the doing the stretch mode puzzle, and it ended up being a lot harder for me in that, just because of how much trouble I had with this one. Yeah, this puzzle is just ridiculous. I don't like it. There's just a lot of things that can go wrong, and it's all about dropping things in the correct position. So I'm a little nervous here, just making sure nothing is going wrong, since you have to move the nose in such a way, and then sort of get the forehead to be set up in a way to where you can use that as a means of getting towards the flag later on. So once we get up to this top portion here, we're going to start positioning the forehead of the block, or whatever, the Yeti's forehead in such a way that we can get up there. So we move the mouth over all the way to the left, and now we start the prospect of getting the Yeti to be far enough towards the body of the Yeti, so that we can use that as a platform to get towards the end. This puzzle is unbelievably annoying. So I realize I still can't make it, so I have to readjust it again. And once we've done this, and set it up in this manner, we can get towards the end. Hooray. Alright, so we have another cut here for the next two. Next to the Yeti, this is going to be the worst puzzle in the game. This puzzle, I hate the trumpet. I don't like it. I don't like that you have to play the trumpet. I just, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Bad puzzle. Very bad puzzle. Do not like. Anyway, so yeah, basically, as I was alluding to in my little mini complaint rant there, you have to basically use the super tall yellow block that I just got from the right side of the trumpet, and you want to push in those two particular pumps in a way that you can sort of start establishing a platform for the blue door that's up there, as well as having a platform for the yellow door that's on the right portion of the trumpet when you start. I'm going to move that white block over because you'll need that for later. You've also given yourself a platform on the back here, as I show right here. I'm going to move over, and now I'm perplexed. I don't know what to do. Well, it's simple. We got to move that white portion over to give ourselves a platform to the blue door. Once we're at the blue door, we just need to get to the manhole cover, which is very easy to access. And as long as we kept everything the same height on the right side, or on the left side of the trumpet, sorry, we get to the flag, and then we get to move on from there. Okay. Next puzzle, I believe, is a rhino beetle, or just a beetle, I guess. Yeah, no, this one sucks too. This one's not as bad. I think I just don't like this one because it's like just shades of a different color. I'm usually not super into like a puzzle that just has like one shade of a color. That's why I don't really like the Yeti also. The Yeti is essentially just like white and gray for most of it. I guess this one's at least kind of neat with like the browns, though the browns just kind of end up reminding me of a cockroach, and that's every time I think about this puzzle I think, oh, this is the cockroach puzzle, and I'm like, no, it's a beetle. So from here, move the puzzle along, get that dealt with. Another non-Euclidean staircase puzzle. Essentially just kind of follow the guide along here. There's a lot of weird positioning and prepping you need to do to sort of layer each portion of the blocks correctly, and you'll need to make sure that you make the path well enough that you'll be able to go back up it later on, because you'll need to do that at one point. So, we're almost at the end, believe it or not. I think it's kind of crazy. My voice has died from these 14 different videos, and I still have essentially like 10 more to go after this. I hope this Let's Play so far has been helpful. I'm going to stay in the middle of the beetle puzzle because there's just so much dead air in between it. Yeah, and I don't expect me to do another like Let's Play of any sort, but yeah, I hope this one has been helpful. It's kind of cranking this thing out in like 2 weeks is kind of hard, but yeah, people needed to know how to beat this game, because this game pissed me off, and probably pissed off a lot of people too, so here's to you. So yeah, we need to reposition one of these blocks here, specifically I believe the staircase one? No, sorry, this black block here. And then basically give ourselves enough space to go up there. And now you might think, oh no, we can't go back up. Well, we need to go all the way back around, reposition a couple aspects here, because I think I misplaced like 1 or 2 blocks. Thankfully this can be fixed given its current positioning, thankfully. So from here, once we set this up properly, I'm like kind of uncertain of what to do, and I don't want to mess it up, which is part of it. Yeah, so I'm kind of contemplating here. What do I want to do? So yeah, we move over that little staircase a little bit just so we have room to work with. Once we have that, we can make our path towards the top. And it... Right. We need to move it over one to the left. Yeah. Thought I could have been a bit more victorious there, but with my tone, but hey, whatever. Alright, the last two puzzles, we're actually going to be seeing a variant of them later on in this series, in the second bonus video set. Robot's not too bad. This one's, it's considered, it's a 5-star rating, so it's not easy, but there aren't a lot of moving parts to this one, and it's more or less, we're trying to sort of find a way towards the top of the lower cloud block first, by using the arm and hand of the robot. Once we have done that, we go towards the second portion, which also isn't too bad and just pretty much requires like a button press. So, another thing to keep in mind with this puzzle is the left foot. You can do the left or right one, it doesn't really matter in regard, but you need a foot to kind of support the body, arms and legs, or arms and a hand after we move the cloud block, since we're going to need to have we're going to need to use that as a step to get towards the higher portion, or towards the top of the lower cloud block in this stage. So, as we continue to move here, we get this puzzle all nice and set up. Try to jump up, but foolishly I cannot yet. We're actually going to need to reposition the cloud block a little bit more, just enough so we can get that little opening that you can see on the right corner of the inside of the lower cloud block. So, yeah. I wish it was easier. I wish I could say it was easier, but it isn't. So I slowly start to move things over just for slight correction. And I think now we can finally go up to this portion. And from here, it's pretty simple. All we need to do from here is go up here, hit that little switch on the right there, and then we have access to the little flag. Boom, we finished that. And now we're at the final puzzle. Are you ready? Are you ready for the final puzzle of the main set of this game, or whatever, the main campaign, whatever you wish to call it? It's this dragon. So the main focus with this dragon is that we're going to need to move the wings down. We're going to be using those as steps to get to the flag. This one has a lot of moving parts around the wing, but once you set up that portion, as long as you can keep it consistent from there, the rest of the puzzle kind of solves itself, thankfully. So, I noticed I've already made a huge error because I had done something incorrectly. I had to reposition the staircase ever so slightly. And I get that because I get really weirdly paranoid with certain aspects here. Once we do that, we're in the clear. Now we can go and start dealing with the wing. So we basically are trying to get rid of the dragon's entire wing. It's not a real dragon, so don't worry if you're worried that we hurt a dragon. We didn't. It's fine. Probably. I don't think Crashmo are sentient. Maybe that's in some... Maybe that can be in the second iceberg of Crashmo. You know, we just have... Like, I think there was one in the one iceberg I have linked that had something about the robots from Stretchmo being sentient or something. Or being actual humans or robots. So can we get that for the actual puzzles of the game? Are the puzzles sentient? Are they actually living, breathing organisms? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. Especially when you're watching a Let's Play of Crashmo because you want to finish the puzzle and you're just hoping that they finish it soon so you don't have to hear the stupid idiot's voice anymore. Which I don't blame you. I don't blame you for feeling that way. Alright, so the general aspect of the puzzle now is that we want to get the lowest portion of the outline of the wing towards that L block that we kind of kept there and we're trying to keep there. Once we have done that, it becomes a little bit easier, but we still need to get it there first, which does take a couple tries. So yeah, I try to do some slight adjustments here just to make sure I don't make a small mistake. And I know some people might say like, you know, oh, if I make a mistake, you have to do a whole reset. I know there's a rewind function, and the rewind function can be useful, but sometimes, like I said, it's a really minuscule puzzle that you don't see coming, and it's like, oh, I forgot this one block, and you just lose because of it. Alrighty, so from here on out, now we just need to do that red block out, which we just did, that we had earlier, and then we're going to essentially make a staircase up to the L block on the back of the dragon, which now, as you can see, is connected also to the wing. We can use that wing to walk across and get to the flag. And yeah. As we near it, yeah. This is the end of the main campaign of Crashmo. All the bonus stuff for it. Or at least not the bonus and the main stuff. So I do this little triumphant thing here. I kind of look at the camera. You know, I do a small step towards it, and then I stop. I'm gonna look at you. Like, yeah, you know we finished. I was very tempted to reset it, but I didn't want to go through that hell again. So we've done it. Crashmo is beaten. All 140 levels. I'm just going to let the final cutscene play out. And I will see you next time if you're interested in a bonus video set of the training levels. So, until then.